Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and all of your beautiful comments. I appreciate each and every one of you and the beauty that you share with this channel. The last Saturday we did our live event. Linda and I did that. We had a lot of fun. Everybody seemed to really enjoy it. Again, it's so much easier to do live on a stage, but it still is very much a lot of fun in that sort of environment. So I want to say a huge thank you to all of you who joined us. It was just a beautiful way to spend Saturday morning. I do appreciate too, a lot of people waiting for the G's game to strike up again, so I'm still working out how I'm going to do that in a different way. May have to start shuffling things around because life is very busy. The 23rd of October I have a beginner's class with tarot, but I only have one place left in that group. So if you are interested in joining me, I suggest you get through quickly. That class has filled up very quickly, so just let me know if you want to join me. Beginner's class, we're presuming you have very little knowledge of tarot. You may have already played with it, but you might need to know a little bit deeper and learn how to actually read. My website now has a booking calendar, so you can actually go and book your own appointments, pay for them, etc. You don't have to come through me anymore, but I do say that if you need an appointment time outside of those appointments, then please contact me directly. I appreciate some of your work, you're in different countries, so just let me know. I do have some time blocked out on my calendar just to handle those additional ones. At the moment, readings anywhere between mostly around about 2 days, but sometimes you can get them quicker because of the booking calendar. So I actually think it advantages you guys too. All right, we're going to use the Mythic Tarot for your reading this morning. I do feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but at this stage I'm not really sure. All right, we'll get there. Okay, we're starting the day with the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is a card, I always call it the illusion, delusion, confusion card. For me, it very often comes up when I'm sort of being given the messages around things that we've created in our minds that aren't really real for us, but we become very sort of entrapped in the energies and quite in belief that what we're feeling is real. It's coming up a lot lately with cycles, people closing out cycles, people moving away from places, periods in time where they've got stuck. I've actually been sort of, with Spirit giving me a lot of message, I've been doing a lot of stuff on romantic love lately, and I know that a lot of other people who do this sort of similar work are coming up with a lot of energies around that as well. So I guess they'll share it with you as we're going along. The Seven of Cups can talk about not just delusion or illusion, it can also talk about confusion. It sometimes means, you know, there's a lot of choice in a particular matter and maybe you're confused on how to move forward. But actually what it's feeling like here is the confusion about the illusion. So maybe you're starting to break down some sort of illusion that you've set for yourself, and if you're unsure of what that is, for example, you could have an illusion that life works in a certain way, love works in a certain way, and you may be very fixated with that idea and not realize that it actually works very different to what you're thinking. So for me, it sort of feels a bit of both today. It does feel like you've got some confusion about something that's happening in your life that you're starting to see a certain way, but it looks like it's confusing you the way that you're starting to understand it. So you may be ready to close out a cycle or break some sort of energy here. Ten of Cups is coming through, beautiful. The Ten of Cups is happy families. It's beautiful energy. It's everything being in its right place, right time. It's the land of unicorns and all things magical. The Ten of Cups just means that you've come to the point of the edge of some sort of cycle here where you are starting to realize something. Obviously something's confused you in the past. I would say you've had clarity here, and it looks like you're moving into the next phase by letting go of something. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this may be working on yourself. Maybe you've started to understand something here and it's calling you to go back and work on something. For many of you, you understand that once you start opening up to spirituality, it opens so many doors for you, so many doors of understanding, so many doors of seeing, you know, things in a very different light. You see reality better, you become more of an observer. You could be relating some of this energy to work. Maybe you're starting to understand. The biggest epiphany for me was the work harder thing, because the less I got noticed, the more I felt invisible, the harder I worked at things, and sort of the more invisible I got and the less people paid attention to me. So I'd work harder, and in the end I totally burned myself out and ended up off work for a few months with panic disorder and complete burnout. I was an absolute mess. So this workaholic thing, maybe you're seeing through some sort of workaholic thing, but maybe for some of you, you're starting to work out what you need to work on to bring in this Ten of Cups, to bring in this happiness, because it feels to me like you're starting to understand the work you need to put in here. Okay, and that of course brings around stable energy with the Hierophant. But I feel like for some of you here, you may be obliterating, moving, or working out something that traditionally you've learned that you are working out no longer serves you. Whatever it is here, you're coming into a much more stable time. You're so much happy with the Ten of Cups, and the Hierophant tells me that not only have you found stability through this, I feel like you found some sort of longevity. So it's like you're understanding further down the road now. So something has tweaked or changed here. Let's have a look where this is going. All right, so we have the Moon card. So that quite aptly so is coming through at the moment. The Moon card does talk about things hidden from us, things hidden from view. Sometimes it can be talk about very deep hidden emotion, and maybe something like this deep hidden emotion is moving aside for you to bring other things to the surface. Now, I always say to people, when people are trying to raise their intuition or raise their intuitive practice, they go working on trying to improve the intuition, where in reality, if you work on the stuff that's holding you back rather than trying to work on your intuition, it very often shifts things for you. So, for example, you know, we always talk about children and trauma and how much a child is inhibited by things that are taught to them as children, perhaps things that don't really exist, things, ways of doing things. And it could be, if you've hidden those emotions away here, that is what you're working on currently. But see, moving these things out of the way helps you to sort of see things in a more... I'm trying to sort of grab what Spirit is saying here. It's sort of like by moving the energies aside here, your intuition would naturally come through. Because a lot of what we've hidden down here hides our intuition. And I always quote Brené Brown with that, because she said hiding one aspect of yourself away means that you're hiding a lot of aspects of yourself away underneath that one aspect. You can't just hide one aspect of yourself. And maybe this is what you're seeing with this sort of illusion card. Maybe you are seeing that you've hidden something away from the world. But with the Moon card, it really feels like you're bringing it forth. So let's have a look. Aha, that's what it is. Beautiful. All right, the Moon card. The Queen of Wands with the Six of Cups. Here we go. Childhood, Two of Pentacles. It could be here, balancing out your emotion here. The Two of Pentacles is definitely a card of balance. It sort of reminds me here a lot of the Magician because of the workbench and the tools here. So maybe you're finding some sort of tools that you've hidden away. Maybe the tools are you working on this particular aspect of yourself, but you're trying to bring in some sort of balance here. And I feel like it has very much to do with your past with the Six of Cups. very much to do with the past. It really does feel like you are working on something from the past here to let go of emotions. The Queen of Wands could represent a person, a Leo, Sag or Aries. She's very Leo in this card. So you could be dealing with Leo energy here. Pisces, Cancer energy here as well. You could be dealing with one of those aspects or all of those aspects, but I feel like it's got something to do with balance from your past, realizing something wasn't as you saw it, maybe starting to understand it a little differently here with this energy. All right. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords coming through with the Four of Swords, Page of Wands. The Four of Swords talks about deep contemplation, deep healing, deep meditation. It very much talks about going deep inside. I always feel like it's like that complete and utter comatose sort of energy where you just are really closing out the world here. The Queen of Swords makes me feel like you've had some sort of realization, and it may come in the form of a message from a fire sign here. So if you're dealing with somebody here that's left you in some sort of, it's like let me just go a little deeper. We have the Hermit card here as well and the Star. Okay, it's time to work out your destiny here. The King of Wands, Queen of Wands is here. You've got some sort of relationship here that is holding you back. It's holding you back here because of your buried emotions here with this moon. So we do have Virgo, Aquarius energy here as well. And I do need to get some more cards on this because I want to get really deep with this one. There is a relationship from your past here that is still holding you back. It's still locked. You've got you locked into some sort of illusion. So it could be an illusion about this person. Because I do see them coming up as a clean match for you here. There's somebody that you saw maybe as your person, as your counterpart. Whoever this person is, it's definitely somebody from your past here. And there seems to be some sort of decision you have to make here. But you're really taking time out from the world. So you may have had some sort of message. Maybe with the moon, there's been no contact for a while. Maybe somehow or another you got locked in illusion. Maybe the illusion was that you felt that this love was just yours and not the other person's. Maybe the illusion was that you sort of got caught up in the romanticism of it all and sort of didn't really see it for what it is. But I feel like you're getting information here that's going to help you move forward because it's taking you here into this deep reflection of the past. And it's coming as a result of somebody coming in with a message for you here that's going to steer you in the right direction. Now, it could be steering you back to this person, and there could be some, because the energy here is like something is unknown between two people. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic, although I feel it is with the King and Queen of Wands. There's a lot of passion here. But I feel like somehow or another you've tried to let go of something, you've tried to deny yourself something, or you've kept something oppressed or suppressed. And it looks like it could be emotions here. So it's like you're holding something back that is holding you, it's like stopping you moving forward on your path here. It's like impeding your journey. So it could be holding on to the energy, it could be holding on to the memory. And I feel like here with this Four of Swords, Hermit energy, that you've reflected on this and you've tried to release it, but it's still keeping you bound somehow. And that may be the illusion that you're looking at here. Because there's definitely some sort of illusion here that once you let go of it, you're moving towards your destiny with the Ten of Cups and happiness. But there's something you need to work on here to bring in stability. See, there's all this sort of stability coming through with a lot of head energy and letting go of something here with the Ten of Swords. Okay, let's just get some clarity on this. Now again, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, although I feel for many of you, this is a romantic energy that you're still holding on to, or some sort of love here, but it's It's disrupting your flow, I want to say. Whatever this is, it's holding you back, and the universe is trying to get you to let go of something so they can move you forward. But see, all pathways still lead back to this person. So it's like you're holding on to something that you need to let go of to get back to where you need to be. But your illusion is keeping you stuck in the energy of the past. The illusion's keeping you trapped in the past rather than allowing things to unfold with the star naturally as they should. So it's sort of really this energy of keeping yourself... All right, let's just have a look. The Empress, the Devil, yeah, Ten of Swords. Okay. All right, so I feel like here you're keeping yourself back from Empress mode. For some unknown reason, you're keeping yourself trapped in some sort of energy here, which is sort of holding you back from becoming this energy of the Empress. What I see here, see this Devil energy? You see how the people are chained? It's like you are chained to some sort of illusion, some sort of way of doing things that is holding you from having what you want. But you know what? We know that these people are very loosely changed and they can let go if they want to. So when I see the Ten of Swords, I feel like you're coming to the end of some sort of cycle here where you're going to be able to release something and let it go. Let it go. All right. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you've got to walk away. King of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Wands. You've got to walk away for a new start. Now, people will say to you often, this is really difficult. If you've had somebody in your life that you've had this strong connection with, no matter what you do, you still seem to have that person, that connection still with you. I don't feel that, again, that the universe is talking about loving someone because we have the Devil card here. I feel like it's something to do with some form of attachment. Maybe with that Seven of Cups, you have a belief that you can't move on. And that would keep you trapped in the illusion of stuckness. Something here with the Ten of Swords, maybe you have to realize something about this situation. Maybe it's just realizing that this person felt the same or does feel the same. Maybe the illusion here is that you're not lovable or that you're not worth being loved. But somehow or another, something is holding you back from, I would think, union here with the King and Queen of Wands. It may be holding you back from a union because you do have a new start coming in, and I feel like this person is a long-term partner. But it's like you've got your head in some sort of illusion here that's stopping you having this the Ten of Cups with this person. What is the illusion? I want to know, because we're definitely letting go, and I feel like here, this may be codependency. Negative thinking, victim mentality, those sort of things. I've been doing a lot of work on the whole victim mentality thing because I know that it's very different to what people think victim mentality is. So I've been trying to help you out by posting videos on my page. A lot of people asking me about the cycles. Of course, I could if I did a personal reading, but I can't always identify your cycle for you. And not only will it show up, it may not show up for me either, because it may be something you need to find in your own time. This could be addiction. So let's say it's addiction. I mean, I don't think it's as simple here as being something like, it could be food addiction, it could be alcohol addiction. Maybe you somehow submerge yourselves in those energies, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's a deeper thing that you've learned in childhood. So it may be, somebody posted something the other day and it was really, really interesting. And I know it had sort of like a Christian flair, which may sort of, not appeal to you. But the guy had this really incredible information, and it was about rejection and abandonment. And it really made a whole lot of sense, the way he talked about it. So I would have a look on my page. I can't remember his name, but he actually talked in a way that was very easy to understand. And he did relate it back to the Bible. But I feel like the information that he was giving was really good. And it was about the fact that you have sort of, I guess, based your whole life in this idea of rejection. Like everything you do, everything you see, everywhere you go is based in this fear of rejection or abandonment. But some of the things he sort of raised, I'd never really seen the way he said them before. So please look out for that. That too is on my page. I'm pretty sure I followed this guy because I liked where he was coming from. The devil energy here, Knight of Swords, Six of Wands. There's a victory that comes as a result of some sort of conversation. You've been manifesting this. So for some of you have been asking for the answers from the universe. Some of you have been putting out there that you can't quite grasp what's going on. So I feel like you're going to get answers here that are going to help you move towards victory. But again, don't be too upset or worried that you can't manifest this. You may be trying to manifest some answers in your own mind, about what these cycles are that you need to close out, but I can tell you when you're ready, Spirit will bring the answers to you. You don't have to struggle with that. But it is worth looking into what is victim mentality, because I think a lot of people, or victim consciousness, a lot of people get really trapped in the idea that a victim is, you know, somebody who sort of goes on about how hard their lot is, but we don't realize we've captured it in our speaking, that we've, you know, adapted our life around that. And I feel like really strongly here, Sisterhood of the Rose, I feel like for many of you here it may be presenting to you in a very different way, so worth definitely looking into. All right, so we're looking at Sisterhood of the Sisterhood of the Rose. Okay. This is about beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who've devoted their life to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolises the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You're being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. Okay. You're being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world here. And they talk about you dressing up and beautifying your surroundings or putting yourself into nature. I actually wonder for many of you here whether you are not appreciating the beauty from within or who you are in the whole scheme of things. Maybe you're trapped in some sort of illusion of being, when you were young, you may have been taught that, you know, you were ugly or you weren't worthwhile or you were never going to amount to anything or whatever else. And it may still be sticking with you here, giving you this energy of victim consciousness. I feel like somehow or another you are leading back to somebody here, somebody who has a really significant role in your life. But I feel like somehow or another you've got to recognize this energy to almost be taken there. So there's still some work to do. If you're on this journey, there's still work to do around really understanding who you are and shedding this sort of negative, perhaps negative view of who you are. Perhaps you're not really seeing yourself. All right, I will leave you with that. Thank you.